Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, we're going to be seeing what happens when we put a lifted truck up against a mega truck. Now, both of these trucks are donator access mods on PC, and the F350 on the right is slowest artist 10's donator access, and the F450, the Diablo, on the left, that is through Limes. And so I'll be leaving a link to both of their respective Discord servers in the description box below. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this comparison. Now, we're not comparing these in the sense that we're going to say one is better than the other, but in terms of a capability standpoint, we're going to see how much this F350 can actually keep up with the F450 mega truck. So what we're going to do first is we're essentially going to set a challenge in the Diablo F450, and then we're going to see how the F350, the lifted F350, actually does in comparison to it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. God, this thing sounds so good. And that mid-mounted Cummins engine is just nuts. All right, first thing we're going to do is going to be fairly simple. We're going to back this thing up, and then we're going to send it at the mud pit at basically the maximum speed we possibly can. Let's get you backed up real quick. That seems about good. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And, oh, dude, I'm going to try to not lift at all. Holy, I still haven't lifted. This is in high, by the way. Oh my God! Dude, what? I didn't expect it to make it all the way through there. Like, I expected it to do well, but I expected it to stop about halfway and then immediately sink. That was not what I expected to have happen. Holy crap. Well, the F350's got its work cut out for it, I think, because we're going to pull it around now and line it up, build some boost, and then full send it at that same mud pit. We probably won't make it all the way through, and that's okay. Again, I am well aware that there is a difference in capability between these two trucks, but 3, 2, 1, let's go. If this thing even gets close to what the Diablo did, mad props to this thing. Oh God. All right, we had to go ahead and take it out of high, which that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Just trying to see. Come on. Gonna make it a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Oh, I think our progress is stopped. No! No, wow, okay. We got it very stuck. That's not a bad thing. It's just kind of like, it just kind of highlights the difference between a gnarly over-the-top mega truck and a truck that is lifted, but a little bit more realistically focused because, in the real world, you would get stuck in a mud pit like that pretty freaking quick. Now, we have another challenge, and that's to bring this truck back around, and now we're going to climb up over the shipping containers. So let's see if either one of these, or both of these, can make it over those shipping containers without too much issue. So, first up, we're going to run it in the Diablo. This thing should have no issue with this. I don't think it would anyway. Almost got high centered there. Oh, easy. You got to be careful with the speed because if you give this thing a little bit too much throttle, it will overdo itself very quickly. All right. Really easy, actually. Just literally lumbered right up and over the containers. Let's see what this thing can do. I've never tried this obstacle in this truck, so I have no idea what we're getting into. So let's approach. Give it a little bit of throttle. High centered a little bit. Damaged the rocker a tad, but it's not too bad. You can give this a lot more throttle before you have to worry about it, but like in some cases, that's actually kind of nice. Oh yeah, that made it over those, no problem at all. Literally not even a single issue. All right, so now back into the Diablo, we're gonna try a couple of these different ramps. Now, the ramp on the far right, I have no concerns about, no worries about whatsoever. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually try this ramp, because this ramp is insane. So we're gonna put it in low. Put it in low plus, see if it can climb up and over. Not bad. Oh no! I nosed it in. Okay, well, we'll go back to the garage, and then we'll bring it back around. That's not entirely surprising, the fact that I nosed it in, because I hit the brakes at the very, very worst possible time. All right, let's go ahead and bring you back over, shut you down, and change over to the F350. Now, this isn't exactly made with the same approach and departure angles in mind, so it might be a little sketchy, but let's see what we can get this thing to do. We can inch it up to the wall, get the front tires up, and then give it low plus. Oh, we almost had it. It ran out of grip. Let's see if we can do it in automatic and maybe bump it with a little bit more power. Nope. Not enough to get it into high. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, no. I have an idea, like a little bit of a theory at least. All right, we got the front axle up. Yep. And we did the same thing. We nosed it in. I'm not really worried about these things coming off the edge. I'm really just worried about whether or not they can actually get up on top of the obstacle. And this actually did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. Once I got the right rhythm and I basically built boost using the e-brake, it was able to climb up there no problem. Like, literally just fine. Now, up next, we have a very, very exciting one. Now, we are going to take these up to the top of the mega ramp in a moment, but what I would actually like to do is I would actually like to run a lap of the track with both of these. Now, maybe not necessarily the giant track over here, because that one can get a little bit, well, you know, actually, these trucks are both pretty sizely. We probably should run the big track, shouldn't we? All right, it's going to be a pretty casual set of laps in both of these trucks. Ooh. You can really tell that this thing was designed with some racetrack use in mind, just because of the way it really soaks up the bumps and the landings. See how easily it soaks that up? It's really, really nice in that respect. Easy, do not flip it over, come on. We'll give it a little bit of, there we go. So it can make the jumps, it can totally make them, it just needs to basically have a little bit of extra encouragement of high range. So let's try it in this thing now. Now, this was not designed for racetracks, but with the highway gearbox, I mean, high range is pretty quick, and it's got a lot of grip, and it's actually got a really nicely positioned center of gravity as well, and it actually can take jump landings pretty nicely too. So let's do we'll do this as a warm-up lap, and then we'll kind of go into the next one as a flying lap. Oh, God, can we not understeer off the track, please? That would be really, really great and delightful if we didn't understeer off the track. Oh, we're going to case it a little bit, but even then, I mean, we cased it in the other truck, too, and when we cased it in the other truck, it soaked it up really nicely, and in this one, it actually soaked it up really nicely here, too. Oh, what? Dude! That was beautifully done! So, I mean, aside from the really deep mud pits, this has done just about everything that the Diablo F450 has done so far, which is actually really impressive. All right, it's mega jump time. You guys already know it's gotta be mega jump time. So we're gonna send this thing off of the mega ramp and see, A, how far it can make it, and B, whether or not it can actually land and drive away. Now, again, we're not scoring these trucks. We're not here to say one is better than the other. These trucks are made for very different purposes. One is a lifted work truck, and the other one is a all-out mega truck. So we're not comparing them directly to each other. We're just seeing how much the work truck can keep up with the mega truck. All right, ease it over the edge. Full beans. Neutral. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pretty decent one. Come on. Oh my God. Dude! I don't think I've ever seen a more perfect landing on that jump. Like, we literally landed all four wheels simultaneously and drove away. There is no way that you could do that jump any better. Now, I know I said that this had, you know, some pretty good suspension dynamics when landing the jumps here on the racetrack. And it did. I'm only worried about landing a jump from that high up because I feel like we might bottom out the suspension really bad and just basically max out its capacity. And if we max out its capacity, well, it's not going to be too happy with us. It's either going to bounce or it's going to send the truck for a loop. Well, either one is not good. All right, so I think we're going to start an automatic, Then we're going to throw it in high, and then we're going to put it in neutral to keep the momentum going. All right, ease it over the edge, and then high range, and then neutral. It's definitely not going to build as much speed as the other one, but let's... Oh, dude, wow, we actually missed out on a lot of speed there. Ooh, we almost didn't make the landing either. Almost didn't. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to stay in it up to the... No! There we go! Can we make it across the water? We can! I love how we were able to make it across the water right there at the end. Oh, that was so sick. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video and you have any other trucks that you would like to see pitted against each other, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. And if you're new around here and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time.